Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, which means it's coffee and cards. Hello, hello. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and I'm back for another Coffee and Cards live. I can't believe another week has rolled around. How does time fly so fast? So the weather in the UK today is fairly cloudy and not as warm as it's been forecast to be. I just went out on a little school run, which is why I'm late today. I do apologise if you're looking for me at 1 p.m. We have got GCSEs going on in our house, so it's odd times of the day. We're doing back and forth to exam runs at the moment. And the temperature in my car says it's balmy high of 13.5 degrees, so not so warm, but we're good. We're okay. So welcome to you if you're joining me live for Coffee and Cards. I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you. And thank you for joining me. Okay, I am just checking on my laptop. Oh, I don't want to hear me twice. That I am live in the right place. And I am. And I can means also that I can see the comments. If you comment, I can respond. So I am so happy to be here. It has been a hot minute because I was away on Friday, so I didn't do my Fun Friday live. I left you a video to watch for some crafty inspiration, so a pre-recorded one. I had a lovely weekend away with my lovely sister. I had such a busy week last week. The 1st of June brings my lovely son's birthday. And we had lots of things kicking off with Stampin' Up on the 1st of June too, not least the Designer Series paper sale. So it's going on just this month only, and it's 15% off loads and loads and loads of the lovely Designer Series papers. Pattern papers to you and me. That's something else in the catalogue. Have I got them all? I think so. Look at these. So and there's an order form. We have got the Bright and Beautiful Countryside Inn, the Delightfully Eclectic, which is a massive 48 pack of 12 by 12. Earth and Elegance, that's gorgeous. Fresh as a Daisy, I've used a couple of packs of that already. Glorious Gingham, Hello Irresistible, that's a bargain and it's stunning paper. The Inked Botanical 6x6. We have got Les Shop, which is a really fun paper. Let's Go Fishing, which has also got lots of nice designs on the backs, not just fishing themed. Masterfully Made is gorgeous. I've just got my packet of that. Stargazing and the Zoo Crew. This has been super popular. So 15% in my online shop for this month of all the DSP, all the pattern papers. So that's the news. The other news we had coming out of Stampin' Up this month is that we have an amazing joining offer. So there's a link in the description box below that tells you exactly what's going on with the joining offer. But the offer at the moment is that you're still paying £99, but you're getting a lot more money's worth for your money. You're getting lots more, and I can't remember off the top of my head. I will in a minute, and I'll tell you. So yeah, it's a really great offer. You're getting lots of free stuff. And I would love to have you on my team if you'd like to join me. I have a lovely team of ladies. All, open to everyone. And what else was there? Oh, we have some online exclusives that have gone live for demonstrators for us to pre-order, including a lovely Christmas suite. So I'm excited for that. But that's all the news, but there's plenty of it. And now I'm going to show you what we're going to play with today. We're going to play with the Tropical Leaf Bundle. And it comprises of this fabulous leaf punch. And I thought this would be great for, I actually bought it for making scrapbook pages and cards. But it kind of drew me to it because of the tropical leaf for when you're away on your holidays. But it's a great set, and it's got love you lots, it's got hello, and it's got thanks so much. It's got 2 great palm leaves. What was the name? I would have called this a rubber plant or a cheese plant, but there's a really proper name for this plant, isn't there? These are the veins, and we've got some stalks. And this punch cuts this out. And if you purchase it as a bundle online in my online shop, you get 10% off. So it's called the Tropical Leaf Bundle. And I thought we'd just have a little play with it today, have a little bit of fun with it. Now, I had it in my stash. When did it come? Did it just come this last week? I can't remember. I think it only came last week. So I haven't had it that long. but I still couldn't wait to play with it. So today I thought we would go with a crumb cake card base and then a pretty peacock layer, because this is a gorgeous colour. And there's our white one for stamping, and then I've got a white base. Do say hello to me. Tell me how you're doing. Wow. Hello, Chris. John's better half, watching from Sydney, Australia on a cold night, and it's nearly 11 p.m. Oh, I bet it's chilly there. I'm sorry to hear it's cold, but that's very late. That is very late. You are die hard. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so I've got my stamps out. Now I thought we would go with a neutral background in the leaf stamps to start with. So I'm going to grab my chamois because I've just been playing with these, make sure they're clean. So I'm using lots of different colours. Hi Shaz, how are you? Are you all right? Thank you for joining me. Sorry I'm later today. I had to take one of the children to school to sit one of his GCSEs. So it's all about with timings at the moment for another couple of weeks, and then they'll be over. So I've got crumb cake, and I thought I would... Oh, Alfie, sit down. It's just somebody, a gardener across the road. I thought I'd stamp it off and then stamp it onto my project, and we're going to leave a faded, like a second generation background in crumb cake, like that. And I thought it was just a bit nice neutral, like that. The fun bit is if you forget to stamp it off. So that's really nice. I think I'll bring in the little one before I do any more. So there's the little one. I'm going to do the same thing. You'd think, wouldn't you, Shaz? But no, it's not another Stampin' Up delivery. When I was live last time, I had a delivery and it was all full of lots of goodies for my customers since my catalogue launch party. And I had to kind of go and answer the door in the middle of my live. But you're all super patient. So yeah, no, it was just a gardener across the road wandering about, and Alfie's like, why are you at the front of my house wandering about? I don't know, this dog thinks he owns the road. Right, we're nearly there. So just a nice bit of random stamping to make a background. And then what I did was I brought the veins in for the leaves, and I just filled those in, but I kept those full strength, if that makes sense. So you can just line it up, and it lines up really easily onto the leaf. This is such a fun set. Really super useful as well, I think, because you can use it for all sorts of cards. I was thinking it might really mix well with some other leaves. I was thinking of the Sun Prince set with those... Oh, do I need another big one? Is that a big one? No, that's a small one. I was thinking of the Sun Prince stamp set that we've got. There's a lovely fern in that. And I thought that would make a great background for these punched out, stamped and punched out leaves. Anyone know what this plant is called? I don't know. But I fancy one. Fancy having a great one. Yeah, a cheese plant, but there's a kind of there's a botanical name for it, isn't there? And I don't know what it is. There. So there's all our veins popped on. That's that fun. Okay. Then I've got a piece of scrappy paper, which I've already been playing with. And I'm going to stamp my leaves again. Oh, that's what it is. A Monstera. Perfect. Thanks, Shaz. Came to my rescue because that was going to bug me all day long. I wouldn't mind one. I'm not sure if I could grow it. I'm quite green-fingered, actually. I don't seem to kill many plants. I think it's more luck than judgment. It's always been the same. But I'm not sure about a plant like that. Maybe it needs a lot of special care. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. So I'm stamping the big leaf again, and I'm stamping it in Granny Apple Green. And I think I must have re-inked my ink pad, and there must be more ink in some areas than others, but it actually makes it look really pretty like that. So that's that. And then if I get the big veins and I pick out the garden green. You're boiling hot, are you? Oh, Shaz, I wish. I'm freezing. I've got my fleece on, and I was thinking of putting the heating on, and I will not put the heating on because it's June, but it's about 13 degrees here. I did hear that we're going to get good weather throughout the rest of the week. Sort of towards the weekend, it's going to be properly hot here, which it sounds like it is with you already. So I've got my lovely leaves. And this is where the fun comes in with the punch. Love this punch. So, and I use some Stampin' Up punches are great because you can close them up and stack them on, you know, they take up less space like that. And then you just open them like so. Yeah, it's not very warm here. And it did say it was going to be about 18 here today, which I still was a bit disappointed over, but it actually turned out to be 13 and a half. Right, here we go. But we can hope. 25 degrees? And it's been there for 10 days? No way. We had, I think we got to a high of 22 on Sunday. Saturday was probably about 20, 21 with some sunny spells, but quite a wind. And Sunday was 22-ish. And it's been, I think we got to 17 yesterday, but was cold and windy and didn't feel like 17. And today's 13 and a half. We haven't had any of that in Buckinghamshire, but I'm hoping it's on the way. Right, there's our leaves. Now, the other thing I did is I'm going to have this big scrap piece. I've been rooting through my scraps of paper or card, and I'm going to use it to stamp the stalks on. Your phone says 25. Yeah, it said here that it was going to be about 18, and I thought, oh, hopefully it'd be hotter than that. But what did I use? I didn't use, oh yeah, I did use shaded spruce, was it? I think so. Yeah. But it hasn't been. You've been traveling around the world tonight. Ah. Well, I'm in Aylesbury in Buckinghamshire. That's where I'm from. Right, that's where I am. Okay, so I am gonna stamp these on here like that. Now they're one stamp and you get 3 stems. Like that. Now, where's my stamp cleaner? Because that will stay in the UK, that's right, John. Yeah, sorry. We're in the United Kingdom, yeah. Okay, so we've got our stems. Now, I could have easily just stamped my stems straight in onto the card front because it's dark enough to go over the crumb cake. But I wanted them at different angles, so what I did was I did stamp them ahead of time and I cut them out with my snips. If you don't like cutting out, you really don't have to do that. So I've got my 3 stems like that. And then I'm going to have a bit of fun with these leaves. Okay. Now, before I put it all together, what have I done with, oh, maybe Shaded Spruce was the colour I had out. I meant to get out Pretty Peacock. How funny. Maybe I used Shaded Spruce by mistake. Let's have a look. Yes, I did. Right, I'm going to grab the Pretty Peacock because it matches our card base. Yeah, I was playing with it and it ended up being Shaded Spruce. So, here we go. Can I use Shaded Spruce? I think I'll use it because I've already done some of it. So I've stamped them and I've cut them out with my snips. So I'll do one more and cut that one out. I was meaning for it to be Pretty Peacock because that's my card base and didn't notice. And this is, oh, hang on, this is Pretty Peacock. I just picked it up, didn't I? So let's stamp it off and see what it looks like. That is beautiful. Right, we're going to go with that. Stamp it off because it's not quite such a dark colour. Love that. Yeah, I understand you've not been whizzing around the world tonight, John. That would be impressive. Okay, let's give that a clean. Move that one out of the way. Right, move the punch. We don't need that for a moment. I'm not sure how this colour's going to work because it's very different, isn't it? I don't know why I thought I had that colour out. Okay, I'm going to cut these out sharpish. So, here we go. Yeah, apparently it's going to get to about 25 here on the weekend, so I'm quite excited. Get my flip-flops out. About time we had some decent summery weather. When you see, you don't have to have a punch for both sizes. A punch is really super useful and so handy and speeds the process up, but some of these shapes are so easy to cut out. Here we go. So we've got a few items that are not in a catalogue per se, but just online. So the same as you would lots of different companies when you're going shopping, you look online, you see what you like. Stampin' Up started to do more that's online, as you know, and then obviously we still have our catalogue. But yeah, don't forget about those online exclusives because some really nice things. And the best way of doing it is just to browse the online store. Devon is gorgeous. You're absolutely right. We used to take the children there every May half-term holiday when they were small to North Devon, and we've had some amazing holidays there. And if you get the weather right, oh, it's just, you wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So pretty. Right, I'm going to move the Shaded Spruce ones and let's have a look and start putting our card together. And I've got to leave room for a sentiment too. Oh, this one's a shorter one. Look at that. That's a longer one by the looks. These might be a similar size. And this one's definitely a shorter one, but I'm going to hang it off there. So I'm just going to place what I want to happen with my Monstera, whatever you call them, Monstera leaves. Like this. Right, so I think something like that. So I can stick my stalks down. So I've got to find my Tombow. I haven't watched Escape to the Country for years. I should watch it. The only problem with watching that programme is that I just want to move to all the different places that they show. Right. And then you have got a little bit of room with the Tombow to move things around to what you want them to be. Just a couple of seconds, to be fair. So you can move it around. And I want most of my leaf to be on the card. Yeah, that will do. And then bring that one down there. I'm going to stick it to my grid. So what I'm going to do is bring in my scissors before I stick it down and just snip off the bottom like that. Get rid of the gluey bits. And then we're going to start putting these on. Now I'm going to pop some sticky foam pads. So I've just grabbed some dimensionals. I'm going to pop the large ones up. Give them a bit of depth. Now this could be any card. I think a thank you card might be quite nice. It means that if I've popped it up, I can tuck this one underneath. And I'm just going to check how it works. If that's going to look right. I think so. Just move it up slightly, I think. There we are. Sorry if you can hear a noise. There's somebody out the front blowing leaves. And those leaf blowers are noisy things. Hello, Helen. How are you, my lovely? Are you good? I'm hoping you're well. I'm having great fun with the tropical leaf bundle. And I'm trying to ignore the man outside the window who's leaf blowing and making a right racket. I'm late today because I had to take my youngest into school for his exam. So there may be a bit of that this month. There may be a bit of toing and froing of timing, but generally we should be okay. I'm just wondering. If I can. I want to leave room for my sentiment, but it may be that I put it up here instead, which would probably work. Okay, so put that like that. And then we've got these little ones that we're going to tuck in underneath. Like so. So I'm going to put these ones flat. So this is a stamp and leaf bundle. Punch. Oh no, Helen. Hope you get better soon. That's a bit rubbish, isn't it? That seems to have been hanging on for weeks. That's very odd. Ah, I'm glad it's cheering you up. That's good. A little bit of crafting is good for the soul. Right, let's move it round so it doesn't look so weird. There we are. So we've got this. I still need to put my sentiment on, but I'm just going to see how it looks with the Pretty Peacock layer. Oops. See if it makes that pop. Yeah, there we are. So that kind of, the layer makes this colour pop out, which is really nice. I've got a scrap here. Am I going to use that for my sentiment? Possibly. Might not be big enough. So we've got love you lots. Hello. Thanks so much. Kisses and hugs. I think we're going to put thanks so much. I think we'll put thanks so much. You know, I was quite tempted to get the stylish shapes dies out and cut a little banner for my sentiment. And then I thought, no, it's a coffee and cards card. Let's keep it at that. Let's make it a basic, simple card that we can create using a stamp and punch bundle, and we don't actually always need to get our dies out, which is always a bonus. So I'm going to stamp on there now, and then I'm going to cut it to fit. Let's just clean this one a bit more, and I'll use that block as it's within reach. So I was just complaining about the weather, Helen, but I do know that we're going to get better weather later in the week. It's not that warm here today. Oh, I dropped my card base. Oh, brilliant. I'm glad you like it, Sean. And it's on your agenda for tomorrow. Oh, perfect. Excellent. It's so good to know if you inspire somebody. I love that. Thank you. Now, I've just got to decide whether I do my sentiment in garden green, or if I do it in Pretty Peacock, or if I do it in Granny Apple green. Okay, guys, you can decide for me. Sentiment, which green? Garden green, shaded spruce, or the Granny Apple? Which one is going to go on here? I don't know. I'll let you decide. And I'll clear up my mess while you're deciding, because I've got rather a lot of that. Garden green for Helen. This is Granny Apple, and the dark is garden green. And this is Pretty Peacock. So garden green for Helen. Anyone? Any other takers? Let's hope you all agree. Let's stamp it in garden green, and then we can decide if that's good. I think it's a good shout myself. Right. Granny Apple is better. Oh, and Shaz is going for shaded spruce. Right, okay. Let's have a look. So this is nice. Do you not think that is nice? Right, that's that. Okay, we're going to do some more now. So that is garden green. We're going to go Granny Apple next and see what that looks like. That one is Granny Apple green. And Shaz was thinking about shaded spruce. So I've stamped a bit near the top there, but we get the idea. We can restamp it. So we have got the choice. I'm not sure. Granny Apple, spruce or garden green. I am thinking garden green really pops, doesn't it? Helen says granny apple. Right. And you're saying shaded spruce. Oh my lord, what are we going to do? We don't have enough of a majority. I really like the garden green. But you know what? We don't have a lot of shaded spruce, but we do have enough in it. I think we need to pick it out. Let's go for shaded spruce. They're all really nice on there, aren't they? They all work. None of them are, ooh, that's not right. They're all pretty good. So this one is shaded spruce. I'm choosing, Helen. You're absolutely right. It's too hard. So thanks so much. Nice. I like this kind of handwritten font like that. Really nice. It's a great little one. You could just pop in any card. Okay, trimmer, where did you go? There you are. Right, let's make it a bit narrower. We don't need it all that long. I'll take up the whole of the card with it. And this side, but we don't want to chop anything off. Right, let's see. I hope you're enjoying it. Please give me a thumbs up if you are. Really helps me. Right. Yes. Thanks so much. It needs to be slightly smaller that side. I was going to put it on an angle, but I think it'll work like this. Tucked in. Tucked in there like that. In fact, will this one pop up? If I'd have thought about it, it would have been nice tucked under both, but I quite like that. That's fine. Right, let's stick it on then. Just Tombow. Oh, actually, foam pads. Let's do it. And we'll have 3. Let's be extravagant. So it's about 2 in the afternoon. And then after my son's finished his exams, he goes straight into a revision session for tomorrow's exams. So, but I think we're going to keep it at 1 card today. Let's make a gap, because otherwise there's going to be a gap at the top. Thanks so much. Like that. And then we're going to pop that on the top. I'm still not sure if that should go over the top, but there we are. It's a process. I half designed this card before it came live. Sometimes I have fully designed ones. Sometimes they're completely in my head. More often than not, I have designed it, but sometimes not. And this one wasn't completely finished. I just cut the elements and decided. So sometimes I come away and I think, oh, I wish I'd done this, or I wish I'd done that. But it is the process, isn't it? It's the process of how you create and you design a card. Right. This one's going on the front of my crumb cake card base. On it goes. Leave a nice little border like that. There we go. So we've got thanks so much. And then this one's our inside panel. And I think I'm going to bring in the Granny Apple Green. I'm going to bring in the stamp. Like that. It does need re-inking, doesn't it? Look, but it looks so pretty for a leaf. So I think we can get away with that. Bring back in the pretty peacock. So, you know, I have used 3 different greens, or 1, 2, 3, 4 different greens. You don't need to use that many. I've used Granny Apple and Shaded Spruce. Oh, no, 3. No, Garden Green, and then Shaded Spruce and Pretty Peacock. But, you know, use what you have. You don't have to use quite so many. And if you stamp off your colours, you get more from your ink pads. You get a darker shade and a lighter shade. That's come out a bit weird. And you can stamp again and get it even lighter. And it leaves this really pretty effect if you do that. Stamp off twice. A bit lighter like that. So you got all that. We will stamp this like here. Make sure I do it right. Full strength. Lovely. That one clean. If you clean your photopolymer stamps straight away, they stain a little bit less. Stain is going to happen anyway. It's all part of the process, but at least it's a little bit less. So we did Garden Green on our Granny Apple leaves. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's fun playing with the different greens. We have rather a lot. We've also got rather a lot of lovely blues at the moment. There you go. So we just need to put our thank you in the middle. And we'll go with the same colour, otherwise it's going to be a bit weird. And what did we have? We went with Shaded Spruce, didn't we? I think. I don't know anymore. Oh dear. Right, here we go. So, thanks so much. There we go. And don't forget to stamp on your envelopes. When you get your envelopes through the post from somebody who's made you a hand-stamped card and it's all pretty, it's nothing better. Thanks so much. It's a lovely, pretty thank you card that you can send anyone for any reason. Right, I'm going to grab an envelope. It won't be a second. Let's see. Where are you? For some reason I can only find vanilla ones. That's a bit weird, isn't it? I have rather a lot of vanilla ones. I didn't use all of my white ones at my last class, so they must be here somewhere. But that's fine. So we've got an envelope, so we can send it. And I'm just going to have a little rummage through the embellishments and see what we have. That will work. Rather a lot of goodies. We've got butterflies. I think they're a bit much for this. Something understated. I wonder if the frosted dots would work with this, because there are some pretty peacock ones in here. So these are the little loose frosted dots, and there's 3 sizes and 3 different colours, and they're really, really pretty. So I think we're going to go with these in the pretty peacock. There's daffodil and is it flirty flamingo, I think. So let's change the size of that one. Oh, that's the same. The only thing is they are quite fiddly to grab. I'm not going to tell a lie. I think that's the other size there. There we go. Thanks so much. Okay, so let's pop a little bit of Tombow on there. I might just move them down. Yeah. So what I tend to do is pop a bit of Tombow on the bottom there, and then I drop my little one on the top. You can use your tweezers. You could use your take your pick tool if you find that easier. That would be quite useful. And there, and we just let it dry and it will stick. Just give it a little bit of extra bling. There we go, that's that. Lovely. So what have we got going on here? That is very odd about my envelopes. I wonder if they've fallen down the back of my drawer. Almost there. Thank you, Helen. Great fun with this stamp and punch bundle. There we go. I think that's enough. And then let's pop this on. The big one, where is the big one? It's hiding. Oh, I'm using Granny Apple, but that's fine. Just a darker one. There we go. Okay. Let's just close my ink pad before I stick my hand in it. I think that would be a plan. Okay, so yeah, ideally we'd have a white envelope to go with our white card. Obviously when the card is shut, you're not going to notice, but when it's sealed, but you want it to match. So yeah. So that's our card for Coffee and Cards today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I love this bundle. I can see me using it a lot, and I think I might be playing with some ink techniques with it. I think that might be fun. I think the baby wipe technique would be great with this. I think there's a few different inky things we could play with. So I've had great fun playing with it. Thank you for watching if you've watched me live. It really helps. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed before, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click that little bell down below for notifications of future videos for when I go live or pre-recorded. If you're watching from the future, please say hello. Tell me where you're from. Tell me they're watching from the future. I'd love to know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like any of the goodies I've been playing with, they are in my online Stampin' Up shop at katebolt.stampinup.net. You can find loads more inspiration over on my website blog at inkstampshare.ink. And I hope to see you at the end of the week. It will be a pre-recorded video because I'm away on Friday for my Phone Friday, but I will bring you something fun and I hope you enjoy it. And thank you guys that have joined me live today from all over the world. You're a bit international today. Thank you. Shaz, you love the dots. You use them lots. I do as well, loads. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you on Friday and I'll be back here next week. Thank you, Amy. Good morning to you. I'm sorry I missed you too. I'm a slightly different time working around my son at the moment, but after a couple of weeks, everything will be back to normal. So take care, everybody, and I will see you next time. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye.